Evet, sıradaki sunumumuz İngilizce olacak. Bir melek yatırımcıyı ağırlayacağız efendim. QR Global kurucusu Abdul Khaleq Al Qasaily karşımızda. Bundan sonrası İngilizce devam edecek. Hello, Mr. Qasaily.
Thank you so much, Dilara, and I'm happy to be here in this interesting informatics event.
Yeah. It's a pleasure to meet you also, and thank you for coming. So we are ready for your presentation, please.
Yes, sure. So I'm gonna share. So thank you all, Aitonga and the team, Can, for having me on this interesting event. I'd like to talk about smart cities, technologies, and entrepreneurial projects. So we know all that the city of the future, of course, is smart. We know that everything entirely will be interconnected, so that in each city, with this smart city solutions, everything will be connected.
Mr. Al Qasaily, sorry, could you please just make it full screen?
Full screen, yes, sure.
Yes, if you can do it, it will be perfect. Okay, thank you.
Good. So, as we see here, it is entirely interconnected. That will regulate the traffic, save energy, and fight crime. So we use two things, technology and data, that will assist us in creating the smart city. And the main goal, to summarize, is to improve people's life. So today, we have more than half of the world's populations lives in cities. This number is rising, and of course, this resulting in big challenges. So we have more people, more traffic, more pollutions, more water usage, and more waste. So, solution is a smart city. But what is a smart city? A smart city actually is that can cope with all the challenges that we have just mentioned. And smart city is a set of policies, technologies that leverage and use, of course, all the technologies in order to improve the urban, the city services, to improve the quality of life, and of course, promote sustainability and improve energy use, health and air quality, and of course, drive economy. I have here, it's just for illustrative. It's not everything about the solution, but it's illustrative purposes. We can see here we have different applications, different solutions using a smart city. We can see it's dynamic, interconnected, smart manufacturing, smart government, smart transportation, security. We have smart home, open data, smart building, and I'll be explaining that in a shortly, so that we know what kind of system we can build during our journey in having really, really smart city. So this is, as I said, it's a city of the future. Some examples of what smart city looks like, technology. So we have smart lighting. Smart lighting means regulate street light, the normal regular ones. It will be replaced by smart poles, which connect to IoT, Internet of Things devices, and it will be turned on when pass and switch off. This is smart lighting. Then we have smart mobility. Here we can reduce accidents by having driverless cars, autonomous vehicles, and the smart driving using cameras, IoT system, and so on. Today, We have smart logistics using robotics, drones. They can deliver any kind of goods, even coffee. You can have in this future city. Posts from city to city. We can use also the drones in order to having couriers and deliver postal services today in this coming, of course, smart cities. So, smart city, however, we have challenges like air quality, noise. We have challenges in energy use, transportation system, water and waste, urban heat, climate change, and that's just to name some few. And let me talk now about main two challenges here, which is congestions and air quality. See here, when you look at one of the urban city problems is congestion. In Istanbul, you see here, living in an urban and cities like Istanbul, which has tons of traffic. How can we, with the smart city solution, solve this issue? How can we get people out of the cars here and have more safe and crowded community? So, how to get data, how transportation works in the city. Sometimes finding parking place in a city, it is something you're going around and around. So how to make life easier? Well, so we can apply smart city solutions. Today, smart city solutions, like you connect sensors within a system cloud, using cloud in order to send data. So we put sensors, for instance, in parking places, get data, and we will know where parking are occupied and not occupied. And then we share the data, send it via cloud, and then you will have applications. This is here the connection between physical worlds and the digital world. Here you see in this examples, having better transportation network, also a system that can of traffic signals. That means we need to talk using technology to the cars system, and then connect with others. We can connect with weather system, we can connect to the traffic management system, and be all, as I said, interconnected, so that we have the data and use the technology for better decision making. If we count now the traffic data, for instance, 24/7, using the technology, and then we have real-time data, then we can plan better for having safe roads. We can have better intersections, and at the same time, if we build open data means bringing people into the process, into the system of an urban environment, so they can, we can share it with like universities, with research centers, with people, because bringing people means they will work on to advise, to describe what kind of city they would like to live in. So this is, they can use the data and they can embrace it, and they can help, of course, make better decisions and build civic innovative solutions. Another challenge is air quality. People getting sick from air quality, and there are also studies that shows that even they are getting nigh out of this problem. So air quality here, it's something that we need to resolve, right? So we put air quality sensors in areas like commercial industrial areas. Then we analyze the data in the air, and we of course hand this data then to universities for research and analysis, and they will come back with a recommendation. So today we need to build digital smart city with the solution that like we use entrepreneurship and innovation, innovate the smart city project, and use open data. So smart cities, any city in the world, they have to look to the issues like, government, municipalities. They require today to be like startups. They should have entrepreneurial mindset in order to innovate, to come up with innovative solutions. So people, companies, if they also have the chance to get the digital data of any city, they will come up with solutions. They will we give the chance to entrepreneurs and innovators to work on this data, and the government should support that with we call innovative smart city projects. Now, build digital data also as a solution. Open data, we call it. So it will be accessible for innovators, for entrepreneurs, and based on the data, then they will build solution in it and make change to have a better, safe place of the city and the world. So here, smart cities, technologies, we can describe many technologies that will be used, digital system like Internet of Things. We have geographic information system. Today, also we have metaverse, as today this morning there has been presentation presented by Atlas. And we have augmented virtual reality, artificial intelligence, cloud computing, and 5G. 5G in the future, this will be the engine for IoT. So I would like to talk now about the one of the technologies that I personally have implemented and done of projects on it. It is the GIS, Geographic Information System. What we do here, we build smart digital city database using GIS, using remote sensing. We use GPS technologies. What we do here is we have the data, the physical world. We turn that into digital world. So everything, every database will be spatial, because as we know, any object has the location perspective. So we turn that into digital. So we have all the attribute being into digital, transformed into digital shape, and we will have ending up having this kind of database. So we have satellite imagery of cities. We have linked to the database. We can link any kind of information. So each city can be built to have to be digital data. Then the application can be, you'll see here we have diverse and many applications that can be used. Linking all the, let's say, government, all the related municipality services, and linked in one system. Can be this financially, the waste management, traffic management system, the health management, the e-government, economic growth, transportation network, within a flow chart of a system that can be built using those technologies. I'm keen here to give an examples of what is today the top smart cities worldwide. Well, here I'll start with Singapore. As you know, this is the Southeast Asia city in the state. For planning in Singapore, they developed the virtual Singapore. As you see here, virtual Singapore. It is dynamic 3D city model and collaborative data platform. It's made available to public and private firms to develop solutions such as smart home technologies, home energy, and water management system. Singapore, they have a plan the next year, the government, to implement energy efficient lighting for all public roads and have solar panels installed on the rooftops of 7,000 buildings. Another example, we have Dubai. In the UAE, almost 90 government services are digitalized, accessible through the Dubai Now app. So all services available for the citizen. They have developed AI, artificial intelligence-based monitoring system for bus drivers, reducing also traffic accidents. Then one of the interesting projects here is Dubai Hyperloop. This is where they connect Dubai with Abu Dhabi, which is about 151 kilometers. As a future, for mobility, this reduced the time of travel from 1.5 hours to only 12 minutes. Then we have Oslo. Oslo is the Norwegian capital. It is primarily focusing on the climate change. So, and recently they have developed a city from ground up, from scratch, near the airport. They call it Airbus City. As an examples that will be only powered by renewable energy. So electrical vehicle charging technology will be there. So it is environmentally clean and developed city using the renewable energy system. Boston in US, it is one of the cities that has started early the smart initiatives. It opens its innovation district, they call it Seaport, and they give data of the city, and they provide public catalyst for innovation. And from this Seaport, around 200 startups that have been created in different innovative solutions for the city. They have the concept of, we call it participatory urbanism. This is a kind of concept that is more citizen focused, citizen centered. So means engage the people of the city, the citizens, into the planning and development of the city. Citizens, they will have app, they will receive all the information about the city, parking information, the report services, everything. There is kind of interchange between the citizens and the city planner and the mayor of city department and so on. So this is concept that should be applied by other cities, what's being called participatory urbanism. Amsterdam, the Dutch, Barcelona, before we talk about Amsterdam, is the Catalonian city here. It was actually has hosted in 2011 the first smart city conference worldwide. They have developed a very attractive smart lighting with mounted sensors. Netherlands, this is Dutch city, embraces smart concept and technology through its IoT, Internet of Things, Living Lab. They have built open data with IoT enabled beacons. So all users can access data using Bluetooth devices. You see in Amsterdam, many residents, if you have been in Amsterdam city, you see Many residents are using bicycles instead of cars. Also, a public-private project. They will be building smart grid of electricity, where only the electricity will be distributed, or the power, and delivered based on demand. Hong Kong is our last city from the list. Hong Kong has launched more than 70 smart city initiatives, such as smart government, smart economy, also they build smart lamp spot, as we see here, fitted with sensors. And now they integrate, of course, the 5G, which is the engine of IoT, into the development. So a new mobile-friendly city dashboard screen they have put, and they show every street. They show the real-time images, the maps, charts of all information like temperature, rainfall, parking information, and so on. So over the next 20 years, 20 billion people will be living in the cities. So this is a challenge. And the question is, are the cities smart enough and prepared for that? We have challenges, we have big challenges, but at the same time, there could be innovative ideas and solutions. Smart city concept becoming more and more important. There is a huge opportunity for innovators, for entrepreneurs, doing something really, really meaningful for the community. To mention here some areas of innovation that we can work on: smart grid and security, transportation and mobility, urban environment and smart cities, energy resilience and security. When we talk about entrepreneurships, we talk about, of course, referring to students at the university, to the techno parks, to the research centers, to IT technology sectors. There is so much room for them to come up to the government and help finding solutions. And these are the areas where they can innovate and come up with a solution to solve the real challenges cities are facing. So to come to finally to my presentation, I will say it's not only about community or government only for building smart city, but also we need to bring people into this problem solving and urban environment. It is, at the end, it is all about people who is living in the city, how they would like to see their city they are living in. I cannot imagine, of course, a smart city without two things: without technology and without democracy, where you can share data, open data with the citizens, with the people in the city, so that they can share, they can find solutions, and then they provide meaningful participation to the development to improve the performance of the services, as well as to contribute to improve the quality of life. This democracy and technology with data developed, they come hand in hand in order to reach and be on the future smart city. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Al Qasaily.
Yes, and I'll be happy now for any questions.
You're so on time, completely 20 minutes on punctual time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So now I couldn't see any questions from our guests, but I'm wondering which smart city is your favorite one that from the presentation?
Yes, thank you, Dilara. I think Amsterdam, it's one of my favorite smart city they say they have applied. Barcelona also, they have applied many interesting, smart city solutions, and they connect all that. They also, they look at the environmental impacts, so, the problems of the air quality, carbon dioxide, and so on. So having very safe, very healthy air quality, by using, it's not necessarily using as transportation only all the time cars, but you can use other means of transportation, So, and then when you connect all the, all the systems using IoT, GIS, we have city now, we have some cities that everything, all infrastructures are built on, turned into digital. So when I look at my computer, I see the whole city under my fingers. You have the infrastructure of the water, the handle, the 3D buildings, and then you can send the information link to the database, real database. So the city planner, the city various departments, they have on the cloud all the data they need, and they share it also at the same time with the citizen. So everybody's working for better and safe digital city.
Yeah, I see. Which innovation would you prefer to invest for a smarter city, if you prefer one?
Sorry, what is your question?
If you had a plan to invest in an innovation, what kind of innovation would you going to prefer to invest for a smarter city?
Now we have, let's say, if we look at cities like Istanbul or main cities in Turkey, we can look at their kind of development, waste management. We have kind of transportation network that trying to resolve this. So when we share this data, when you build open data, then investor will come in and look at what are the innovative technologies will be required. I'm a mentor, at the same time working with many tech startups, tech entrepreneurial, that they are come up with ideas, innovative ideas and solutions for today's smart digital city. They're using GIS, information system. They're using also IoT development. So, we have electricity meters, we have solar energy development, we have now electrical vehicles, stations. All these are for preparation of the future, because the future is the smart city. So what kind of technology that could be applied? So if the city can provide such data, right? And so many firms and the investor will look at this opportunity. It is a huge opportunity in order to invest in such infrastructure for the coming, smart digital city.
So as long as we can collect the open data, it would be good for create a smarter city, yeah?
Yes, I think the first step, this is starting point. Let's build open data for cities, make it accessible for investor, for innovator, so that they can build on solution on it. They can come up using design thinking, using the entrepreneurial mindset. You can come up with a very, let's say, innovative solution. You can solve challenges. And today's, we have a lot of, can say centers. We have startups. We have entrepreneurs, universities. They could work on and sharing and contributing to solve those challenges today. And we can see really city that we can, live in a very good and high, very good quality of life. We can say quality of life for those cities. So make it open data, and then technology, techno startups. Like we can find anywhere. Here we have more than 70, 60 techno startups here in Turkey, and give them the chance to innovate. The government support also is required to support those centers.
I see. The last question is one from one of our guests. Mustafa Samar asks, what is gonna be the first problem? Maybe he's asking to deal with. Prepare the smart cities or educate the people for that development, or we have to go for both at the same time?
Smart city was one of the first deal with prepare the smart cities to educate the people. Yeah, I mean, here we have, we have companies and private firms that they are focused and specialized in smart city. You need to learn first, I think GIS is one of the technologies, IT, Internet of Things, we know we have metaverse and augmented reality. Today we can, make stimulation, like for instance, firefighters. You can build stimulation how they can make control in the city. Today we have companies that they build in every street what they called, this is also a Turkish company, Akin Spotter. They receive data and in real time. So, and every street you can generate power at the same time send or receive data via cloud. So it is a real time data interconnection system. So GIS is a starting point of the deal. You can connect with the let's say we are also here we are in QR International providing training on GIS deep tech technologies in order to to have the tools and resources to be within this coming opportunity for building smart digital cities. So I'm happy also for any connection, and I'm so having my I think on the iTunes website the LinkedIn profile are there for any further connection.
Bunu da seyircilerimize tekrardan hatırlatmış olalım. LinkedIn'den de kendisine ulaşabilirsiniz. So, thank you very much, Mr. Al Qasaily, for being with us.
Thank you, my pleasure. Already, and nice having been here for this time. Thank you so much.
Yes, for us. Thank you. Thank you. Teşekkürler.